Hello, everybody. How are you? It is Remi here from Remi Digital. We are back for show number 5 of the live town hall show. I hope you are all feeling great and you're doing really well. If you got a new mic, so just adjusting. If you are new around here and you've never seen me before, my name is Remi from Remi Digital. I am a connection building coach and a business coach, and what I do is I help business owners to connect to their audience, to their clients, to influencers, to whoever it is they want to connect to via the use of connection building strategies. So that's what I do. And every week, every Wednesday at 6 o'clock, I am here with a live show and a guest. And so we have guests lined up for you for the next 7 or 8 weeks. All women business owners, because I am on a mission to highlight, showcase, and promote female business owners as much as I can as part of my own personal mission. So that's why I show up every week, not just so that you hear my stories, but so that you hear other business owners' stories as well, and you get to hear their journey, which may inspire you as well. So thank you guys for joining. As you hop on, please do come and say hello. And this is a town hall show, which means if you have any questions at all, right, you can just pop them in the comments. And once my guests come on, if you have any questions for them, throw those questions in the comment and we will, of course, answer them. And all your comments will go up on the screen. So if you want to have a little shout out, say hello in the comments and let me know where you are watching from. So we are streaming right now over on YouTube Live, and we are streaming on Facebook in a couple of places, on my personal profile and on my business page. And I've just shared this into my personal group as well. Let me, while I got you here, let me tell you about my group, actually. Let's do that, shall we? So, as well as finding me here every Wednesday at 6 p.m, you can also find me inside my free community, which is called the Get Leads with Connection Building Strategies group. You are, of course, invited to come and join us. Inside the group, there's loads of engagement, and each month there's a theme, there's a business growth topic. There's a free weekly mini training with me and a community of supportive business owners who are all learning about growing their business online and using connection building to grow their business. So come hang out with us over in the Get Leads with Connection Building group. I just need to keep doing that with my teeth, so I keep getting lipstick on my teeth. Right, so if you're watching, please do throw me some love, show me some love hearts and some likes. That really does help the algorithm. So if you could show some love, that would be great. Oh, hey, Bettina's here. So she can't stay till the end. I need to leave in 20 minutes. Oh, this is a good one for you, B, because my guest tonight is a nutritional therapist. So if you don't catch it all, do catch the replay, because I know she'll have some really useful stuff that will help you out as well. But nice to see you, Bettina. Right, so let's get into this. What I'm going to do first today is I'm just going to do a really quick tech talk. It's called Tech Talk, also known as a rant, because they basically are Remi rants, but this isn't a rant this week. No ranting from me at all, because I found I'll tell you the story. Is I went to bed last night, and before I went to bed, my phone said, do you want to update now or at 2 a.m? And I said 2 a.m. because of course I was in bed with my phone and not actually switched off at all. And so at 2 a.m. it updated, and when I woke up this morning at 7 a.m, it told me my Android Pixel phone had updated and I had a new app on my phone. And for those of you that know me, you know that I am a massive tech geek. I love technology. And so anytime something new pops up, I am like one of the first people to go and check it out and be like, oh, what's this? And learn all the things about it, because that's just my nature, right? And so I got on my phone at 7 this morning. It said, you've got this new app. And I was like, oh, what's this? What's this magical goodness? So I opened it and it's called Recorder. Now, the thing is, right, it's basically a voice recording app, which might sound like not very significant to you, right? But I wanted to explain to you why I got so excited about this. I am somebody who has a really creative mind, right? I'm continuously, and a very entrepreneurial mind, I'm continuously, and let me know in the comments if you relate to this, always having ideas about things, right? New things that I can create, new things I can do, new ideas for content, new ideas for video, new ideas how I can help people, right? All the time. And so what I tend to have around me is tons of notebooks, loads of paperwork where I'm continuously just writing random notes. Then I have to go filter through them all to find them. And then I got a bit more organized. So then I started to use a Google Docs, like a document, like a dump-in file, just to do a little brain dump into, which is great because I can do it on my phone, right? But here's the problem. My genius moments and my best ideas, they always seem to arrive when I'm either washing up, so my hands are wet, I'm cooking, so my hands are busy, or I'm in the bath. Again, my hands are wet, right? Those are always when I'm like, light bulb moment, but crap, can't do anything because my hands are wet, right? So the reason this bloody brilliant app is called Recorder, right? It's just called Recorder. Not glamorous name or sexy name. The reason why this is awesome is because what it allows me to do is to voice record any notes that I have in that moment. And why it's even more genius is that I can tie it into I told you I'm off on a tech rant. I'm really sorry. The reason why I love it is because I can use my Google Assistant and call her and tell her to open this app whilst my hands are like busy. And then I can just record into this app. Now, it gets more exciting than this. The reason this is good is because A, I have a lot of ideas, so I need to transfer them to somewhere. But B, why it's good is because it also allows me to, when I look back on that, I can feel the energy, the vibe. I can even dictate about where I wanted to take that idea to, right? So it's all like an incredible brain dump that is stored in one place that I can reuse. And it gets better than that. It is an audio file, right? It's an audio file, which means I could just literally download that and use that as a podcast. So if I had an insert for a podcast, I can just record straight into it. And the other thing that's brilliant about it is the sound quality is bloody epic. You know, you don't need a mic, you just need your phone, and you can literally record your podcast in your hand, right? So the sound is crystal clear. There's no issues with it at all. It's almost better than my podcast software that I use, right? So that was also another enlightening moment for me. And then this is the best bit about it, that whilst you are speaking into this app, brain dumping in my case, I mean, you can just use it for audio notes. If you want to send an audio message to someone that isn't a 60-second clip on Facebook, you can use this to send longer personalized messages to people. Again, another brilliant way to connect with your clients and your customers. Send them a video, an audio note, really personalizes. They feel you, they hear you, they pick up on your energy, and it's a great tool to use when you're thinking about connection building, right? So that's the other bonuses that you get from this. But the thing that makes this super powerful, not just that I'm recording my ideas and recording my my voice notes, but it also gives you real-time, instant transcripts with it. So as you are speaking, it writes out everything you are saying. So think about how powerful that is. You have an idea, right, that you want to write about something that you want to produce later. You speak it into the phone and it gives you the text version of that. And by the way, I've tested this 6 times today. I'm so in love with this app. It's amazing. And every single transcript, and this is really important because a lot of the transcription services out there that we currently use are pretty poor. Every single time I have used it today, my transcripts have been 100% accurate. I've not needed to go in and edit anything. And this is going to be a game-changing app for me. Like, I can have an idea, speak it into the phone, copy and paste it, and I'm good to go. I can use that in a blog. I can use that on a post. I can use that actual audio file and just upload it straight into a podcast. So for somebody like me who is a massive content creator, I create tons of content. This is game changing for me. So if you, well, and here's the catch, a bit like Clubhouse is only for iPhone, right? This is only if you have a Google Pixel phone. So sorry, I've just talked about this for 10 minutes. You may not have a Google Pixel phone and might not be able to use it. It is bloody brilliant. It was only ever available for anyone with a Google Pixel 4. So I had a 3, and maybe that's why I never saw it. But with this new update, I now have it. And they rolled it out to Google 3, to 2, and to 1. So anybody who has a Google Pixel phone, which in my opinion is the best bloody phone in the world, you can now use this recorder app for multiple uses for your business. And particularly if you are somebody who has lots of ideas and is constantly brain dumping or taking notes or leaving notes in multiple places, check out the recorder app. The accuracy is on point and the transcription is incredible. So there we go. There's my tech talk. There's my tech talk. Bettina says she'll catch up on replay. No worries, Bettina, my darling. This will be a good show for you. Anyway, tech rants over. Let's get that off the screen, shall we? Again, if you are watching live, give me a hashtag live. If you're watching on replay, do let me know on replay. I will always come back and I will always come and say hello to you in the comments. So now we're going to go and get our guest on for this week. Are you ready, Alexis? I can see you backstage. You ready? Yay! I can see her little face. Right, here we go. Little face. That was really patronizing. I didn't mean to say little face, but you know what I mean. You look miniature backstage. Anyway, right. So let me tell you about my next guest. So Alexis Pryor is she's actually one of my clients, and my clients are like my friends anyway. So you know, Alexis is a friend. We're gonna call each other friends now, Alexis. She is a registered nutritional therapist. Oh gosh, my screen's too small. Sorry. She's a registered nutritional therapist and works with busy women over 40 who want to address their health issues with diet and lifestyle changes. And she specializes in digestive and hormone health, and in particular, helping women navigate the challenges of perimenopause. And she uses the functional medicine approach, which means that her recommendations are tailored specifically to each client and can include diet and lifestyle changes, nutritional supplements, and functional laboratory testing where appropriate. And I pretty much, once I get out of my surgery next week, I will be booking a session with Alexis. Alexis, you ready to come on? I'm going to add you in. Here we go. Hi, Alexis. How are you? Oh, I can't hear you. Hold on. Let's see what's going on there. Let me open you up. Oh, you're on mute, babe.
Is that better?
There we go. That's better. Hello.
I'm so disappointed I haven't got a Google Pixel phone. I was just an iPhone. It's not on there.
I know, but then I don't have Clubhouse. You know, it just swings in roundabouts, doesn't it? But it's absolutely bloody brilliant. It's the best. It is the best voice memo note I've ever seen, and I like the fact that I can control it with my voice. So when I'm washing up, I can just say, "Hey Google, open recorder," and then it just records, and it's like
That's perfect. Yeah.
Game changing, honestly.
Yes.
I'm very excitable about. Oh, see, I've just said it, and she's just popped up. She's literally just popped up. No, stop recording. Thank you. Anyway, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, good. Right. So I have some questions. Sorry, just shuffling the screens around. Thank you
for the intro, by the way. That was brilliant.
All right.
Yeah, perfect.
Cool. Right. Can you tell us what was your path and journey that led you to becoming a nutritionist? And was it always something that you wanted to do?
No, but it was something that was obvious when I got to it. So I started off life in travel, and I worked for travel companies, and I worked overseas for air tours, holidays in the day. Yeah. And is that you fiddling around with the?
Oh yeah, you know me. Size? I'm always playing. Okay. I'm always.
Got really confused then. So I started off in the travel industry, and I loved it. And then I was working for Money Supermarket and Travel Supermarket. Oh. And I'd always been interested in healthy eating. So traveling around the world, came across loads of interesting cuisines. I was kind of interested in health, but not particularly looking after my health well. Yeah. And I kind of lost my mojo. I was in my early 40s, lost my mojo. And I decided to go and see a nutritional therapist and find out if there were foods that were not suiting me. And it was kind of revolutionary. And I was like, there's definitely something in this. And it really helped me, digestive issues. And I thought there's something in this. And when I lost my mojo and thought, this isn't for me anymore in the travel industry, and big corporate world wasn't for me as well. And I kept coming back to health. And then looking at what could I do with this? Would I going to be a yoga teacher or, but I kept coming back to nutrition. And then I found the Institute for Optimum Nutrition in London. And I just knew then that was the course I was going to take. It was the best college, in my opinion, at the time, probably still is. And and then I started 4 years. There I was graduating.
I've got a book called Optimum Nutrition. Would it have been from them?
It is. So if it was Patrick Holford,
yes.
If it was Patrick Holford, he was kind of one of the first nutritional therapists in the UK, and he founded the Institute.
It's Patrick Holford.
Yeah. Great books, and probably
really
everyone's got a Patrick Holford somewhere.
It's one of those books that I remember when I read it and I was like, well, this is life-changing. And then I was really good. And then I don't know what happened. Life, maybe I had a child and then moved houses a million times. And so it's a book that's always traveled with me that I don't read enough, but I know it is full of such useful stuff in it. And I need to connect to that again.
Yeah, he's got some great books, definitely.
And I went to something in London many years ago. It was a Patrick Holford event. I think somebody invited me to come. I can't remember who it was now. I've got a terrible memory. And it was bloody brilliant.
Yeah.
He's very inspirational.
He's very inspirational. And I remember he did one of our lessons for us. And it was about how to build your business. And I thought, blimey, of all the people, he's just built such an amazing business. Yeah. Through his books and his supplements and everything. And it was very inspirational.
Oh, wow. So you got taught kind of would you say was it his school or was he one of the...
He founded it, yeah. Okay. So he was the original founder of it and
amazing.
Kind of made guest appearances in terms of lectures. When I was there anyway, I'm not sure if he still does. I don't know how involved he still is.
Yeah.
But I graduated in 2012. So that was quite a while ago now.
And how long does it take to become a nutritional therapist? Is it a couple of years?
Yeah, so I did so the course was 3 years. I had to do a year before because I'd never done sciences at school. So I needed to do a science access course. It's very, very science-based. So I did the whole 4 years of the course.
Bettina wants to know, can you mention the name of the school again?
Yeah, it's the Institute for Optimum Nutrition.
Okay, brilliant. Pop that up again. And so what's one thing that you wish you had known when you began your career as a nutritional therapist?
Oh gosh. That's really hard because I think, well, one is that you can't make it's difficult to make a full-time job out of it. So you start to realize when you practice, there's only so many people that you can work with in a week. So if you think you're going to fill your days with people, you have to be a very energetic, strong person to make that work, I would say. And you probably need to diversify if you want to make a career out of it. So I think if I'd have known that would have been helpful at the time. Okay. But yeah, that more than anything. But also, it's just when you're studying, so people don't always behave in the same way as a paper case study. Which you kind of know, but you don't really know until you start working with people. You're never surprised. You never fail to be surprised by people. That's part of the joy of it, though.
It's really interesting because the more that I talk to business owners and particularly people who are in a specific niche or in a specific career, that one of the things they talk about is that they get taught that skill or that thing, but they don't really get taught the business side of it. Now you can go and do this thing, but then you're out there and you're like, but how do I get customers or how do I run a business? That side of things is often not taught. Did you have much experience with that, or did they sort of help you with that?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Because when we were learning, when I was doing the course, it was kind of 2011, 2012 when we started doing the business modules. And, we were talking about having a website, but we all had pretty basic websites, and certainly social media hadn't taken off in the same way. Or if it had, I was behind the curve a bit anyway. But it was, and I'm sure that the business side of it is much more prevalent now. And actually one of my business mentors that I've worked with and business coaches, who's a nutritional therapist as well, I'm pretty sure that she lectures there as well. So I think in the day it was kind of, you need a website.
Yeah. And off you go.
You need to do some talks and maybe some flyers and some brochures, sticking brochures and flyers everywhere. Yeah, that was
so
it,
just
really.
On that side of things, like talking about social media and stuff, what are the best resources that have helped you along the way in terms of like social media and online? What are the things where you've found results or that have helped you to grow your business?
I think, certainly Facebook was where I went first of all, with my Facebook group at the time. It's a little bit dormant now, I have to say, or not dormant, but just kind of snoozing a little bit. But Instagram now for sure, because the kind of visual aspect of it, and more women over 40 using Instagram. Instagram. So that's where I focus really. And Zoom as well has just completely transformed how I work. So doing
better. Improved, or is it better face to face, or is it better over Zoom?
I prefer face-to-face. Face-to-face is always going to be better. In terms of a therapist, you can read people more. You can kind of see, subtle symptoms and things. But having said that, it's been brilliant. And actually, I really like it. For convenience, it's really good. I can record consultations. Some people find that really helpful. And for group work as well. So doing group stuff via Zoom is brilliant. For doing courses, and I haven't really made the most out of that, but will do going forward. Reaching more people through that way. I
mean, a lot of things have had to go virtual because of COVID and lockdown, all that stuff, and some things work and some things don't work. And there's something I noticed recently that I've been thinking about. I was going to do a blog on this today, but then I got distracted. But about networking online, I think networking online is better virtually than in real world.
Do you?
Yeah, because I feel like, because when you go to like real world events, right, you have to go to, normally it's another place you've never been to. You go in, there's people that you don't know, and there's always this slightly awkward vibe of like having to make that first move and introduce yourself. And with the Zoom situation, it's like everyone comes on at the same time, and then in the real world you have to sort of navigate around different audience, different groups, and have repeat conversations, whereas in a Zoom chat everyone gets there like 2 or 3 minutes to speak and everyone hears, versus going to a real world event where you might only talk to a handful of people and miss a load of other people, or you just throw your business card. And so I just think in an online setting, I think networking works better online in that everyone gets their moment and everyone is listening, versus like trying to catch someone's eyes or know whether or not you should go and encroach on someone else's conversation and feel really self-conscious and awkward and all of that. So, but there are other things where sometimes the translation to virtual doesn't always work, but it's good to hear that that's been working for you.
I think actually that's true, and I hadn't thought about it like that. With the live networking, I think with the live networking, the good thing is that you're not doing that thing of talking over each other. So I've had a couple of networking groups that have gone virtual in lockdown, and everyone's trying to talk. But we've kind of ironed that out now. But if you get your chance, if you get your 2 and 3 minutes, it's really good. I mean, you have to make your own tea and coffee. That's the only thing.
That's very true. What is one common myth about nutritional therapists or your field that you want to debunk?
I think, yes. There's quite a lot, I think I think maybe a general misconception is in the term nutritional therapist. And I've always had a little bit of a beef with the title, because it doesn't really convey what we do. So therapy seems like a kind of softer talking kind of therapy, but nutritional therapy is really, it's science-based. So the tools that I'm using, apart from, looking at somebody, getting a health questionnaire in, is using things like testing and looking at actually what's going on with that person. So it's very much based in science. We do research, we understand the research paper, we make our own mind up, we look at clinical judgment. So it's a lot more a lot more scientific than people maybe think from the title nutritional therapists.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess you're also looking at lifestyle elements as well, aren't you? And tying that into it. It's not just looking at your food and what you're eating. It's
absolutely. Yeah, so as a functional medicine practitioner, we're looking at all elements of health, and that's it's lifestyle. So what is that person doing? What are they exposed to? Are they sleeping? Are they stressed? Are they being exposed to chemicals that are not helpful? All of that is taken into consideration when we're putting together a plan.
No, that's cool. And can I ask you, because obviously I'm a connection building coach and I'm slightly obsessed with connection and people connecting to each other, and I can't stop saying the word connection. How do you use social media to connect to your customers and your clients?
I use it as a way to all kinds of ways. So I use it as a way to promote what I'm doing. So, one of the things that I do is a free discovery call. So I'm really keen just to get people talking because, with no obligation, just to get talking about nutritional therapy. So I'm using it in that way to reach people. Brilliant. But I'm also helping, I'm also really conscious about, especially perimenopausal women, there's so many myths out there and there's so much misadvice or there's a lot of advice or not enough advice as well. So some people just don't know what's going on in menopause. So I think there's just basic information that women over 40 should be knowing about what's going on in their bodies. So I do kind of try and educate people as well. And just in terms of, things that we should just be knowing that we're not taught at school, but we are, it's being made part of the curriculum now. But it's getting practical advice out there as well, a little bit of a taster. So what you see on my social media is a little bit of a taster of what will be going on in my nutritional therapy consultations as well. But also so people can get to know me, I'm quite, I like to bring humor to the nutritional therapy. It's not a more personal approach. So it is a good way of getting your voice across, isn't it? Absolutely. And your kind of look and feel across.
Absolutely. And you're hot on your emails as well, which is also a brilliant way of building connection. I'm on your email list, so I see them coming through. So that's a great way to connect to your people as well. And you do a really good job of that. So
oh, thank you. I enjoy doing those. Now that you've moved me over to MailerLite, I'm absolutely loving doing the monthly emails. I used to hate doing the MailChimp ones. I'm sorry if there's any MailChimp people on here, but
there's going to be loads of MailChimp people. And I'll tell you what, it's because so many people don't know about bloody MailerLite, and it's free and it's better than MailChimp. So many people are still like, MailChimp is where I've got to start. And it's like, no, there's another way and it's much better. Oh, I love MailerLite.
It's so good.
I really do love MailerLite, but I'm a massive tech geek. So, all right. One final question before we move into the quick fire round.
Oh, yes.
Is what would you say is the hardest part of running your own business and being your own boss?
Oh, it's doing everything. You feel like a bit of jack of all, especially in terms of business, because, as nutritional therapists, we have to spend a lot of time doing CPD, so continual professional development. So I really want to be spending my time doing that. But, it's spreading myself thin with trying to do the business and the tech.
Yeah. No, I hear that all the time.
Yeah.
I wish there was a solution other than hire me, but
a VA. No, I know. I would love a VA. If there's any really cheap, amazing VAs out there.
Yes, get in touch.
That are nutritional therapists.
That would be ideal, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Let's get the right banner up, shall we, for quick fire round?
Excellent.
You up for a bit of quick fire round?
Definitely.
Cool. I got some good questions this week, if I do say so myself. As I was writing them, I was having a little bit of a chuckle. Right. But prepare myself not to have a stitch like I got last week.
Yeah, I'm not saying sausages. I might say sausages.
Don't say sausages, for the love of God. Don't say sausages. If you don't know what we're talking about, feel free to go and watch last week's show. Okay, so first question. And just answer them fairly quickly, but honestly, obviously. All right, let me just move you over a bit. Right, okay, here we go. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how good are you at, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good are you at keeping secrets?
Oh, I'm good. 10. Totally. Yeah. Never give a secret away.
Ariel or Jasmine?
I don't know. I haven't watched, because I don't have my own children, and I haven't watched either of those. Jasmine, because it smells nice.
There we go. Your first celebrity crush?
Oh, Simon Le Bon. Still my last celebrity crush. Simon Le Bon.
Simon Le Bon. Okay, dawn or dusk?
Dusk.
If you could travel back in time, what period would you go to?
1920s, flapper era.
Oh, nice. Right. If someone gives you an elephant, you can't sell it and you can't give it away, what do you do with the elephant?
Oh, ride on it around town. Make a business out of elephant rides.
Fine. That's a good idea. If you could have any superpower, what power would you have and why?
Oh, perfect memory. Just so that I can remember everything.
A good one. That's a really good one. If you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be and why?
Well, I love a weeping willow. And it's not because I'm weepy. It's just that they're always over beautiful bits of water, and they just look so graceful blowing in the wind.
I think you are a weeping willow tree for sure. What is the place that you most want to travel to?
Oh, back to Mexico. I lived in Mexico for a while. Puerto Vallarta. I just want to go back.
Oh. And final question, what would you do if you found a penguin in the freezer?
Defrost it.
Which is a sensible thing to do.
Oh, funny.
Thank you, Alexis. Oh dear.
If it was a chocolate penguin, I'd eat it probably.
Well, yes, absolutely. Well, thank you so much. I'm all out of my questions. Well, I was going to ask you one more question. It's a question that people don't often ask, but I want to ask you because I like you and I trust you. But so, question is, if you were me interviewing you, what question would you want to have been asked? I don't know why my questions for you have been so hard today.
I know. Is it because at the end of the day, my brain.
I don't know why. As I was going through my questions, I was like, why are they so challenging today, Rem? What's going on? Give us some easy questions. I'm making her think really hard. Oh, poor Alexis.
How people can get in touch with me.
Say that again.
How people can get in touch with me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's going to come. That
it's coming. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Maybe my top tip. How about top tip for women over 40?
Yes.
Going through perimenopause. What's the one thing that will make the biggest difference?
Brilliant question that I just asked you.
Shall I answer my question?
Yes, please. That was a great question. I should have written down.
I think because a lot of people, the main complaints that I get are fatigue. So feeling lousy, feeling like low energy, and gaining weight around the middle. And there's one just simple thing that everyone can do right now. And it's just basically the start and fundamental for hormone balance. And that's really just making sure that you have a bit of protein, good quality protein with every meal. So whether that's, meat, fish, eggs, pulses, nuts and seeds, protein powder in your smoothie, but a good quality, the best quality that you can afford, because that will really keep you fuller for longer. It'll help balance out any blood sugar ups and downs, help you kind of get in control of cravings and things like that. It's probably one thing that maybe a lot of people don't do, especially at breakfast, that would really support them for the rest of the day. So if there's one tip, it's get some protein in at breakfast. It'll really help.
I think that's a brilliant tip. I got into last year, my friend did keto and had fantastic results with it. And so I thought, I'll try keto, right? And I did all right for a little bit. And then what happened was I got really stuck for a very long time with having eggs and bacon for breakfast. Like, I found that I was doing it like every day for months, and then not doing the rest of the stuff throughout the day, and just got into this real, I mean, I don't do it anymore, but I mean, because eggs and bacon are just, it's just delicious, right? But not every day.
Yeah, I think keto is hard. I think for a lot of women over 40 as well, I've just find keto is just a bit hard, and it's also the long-term effects in terms of gut health and things like that. If it's a bit low on fiber, it can just mess with your digestives. I think it's very individual with keto, and it'll suit some people and it really won't suit other people. Some people just can't handle that amount of saturated fat. If that's where your focus goes. It's who's good if you fancy keto but a lighter approach. Gwyneth Paltrow has recently been working with a guy called Will Cole, and he's got a Dr. Will Cole, and he's not actually a doctor, I don't think. I think he's a chiropractor, which is why he's got into trouble. But he's got a really good book called Ketotarian, which is a lighter approach and incorporates more vegetables. So that's
that might be helpful to go and look up.
It's good to have a look at. Good for the recipes. Just getting more of those recipes in, if you want to go down that route. But
that's cool. I've just seen this from Bettina earlier. She's gone now. She said, I get excited like that about kitchen gadgets. That was when I was talking about this new app earlier on. Tech talk. I've just seen that message. So Alexis, tell me, how can they get in touch with you and find you on the interwebs if they want to reach out to you?
So best way is they can just call me, but all my contact details are on my website, alexispryornutrition.com. For really helpful advice, information, Instagram, Alexis Pryor Nutrition. And they can just give me a call for a discovery session. And it's really good, a discovery session, because even if we don't end up working together, I can usually help people, put people's mind at rest, first of all, maybe give them a tip or point them in the right direction. So I'm happy to work as a filter in those discovery sessions to find out what might suit people. And it's where they can find out if they can work with me, or and vice versa as well.
Oh, that's awesome. How long are your discovery sessions roughly?
Oh, usually 15 minutes, but I don't tend to put a time cap on it.
People have a rough idea.
15-20 minutes is usually about right.
Brilliant. Well, it's been lovely to talk to you today, my darling.
Thank you.
It's been super fun.
Nice quick fire round.
Oh, good. And I will be in touch, because I do want to have a discovery call with you myself once the operation stuff's out of the way, and get me back on track. So I will be in touch about that very soon. So thank you for being here today and giving me and us your time. And thank you very much, Alexis.
Hope it's been helpful. Good luck with your op.
Thank you, my darling.
All right.
I'm going to just remove you for a minute. And guys, just want to say thank you so much for watching today. I hope you've enjoyed the show. Let me know in the comments what you think about the show. And do go and reach out to Alexis Pryor. You can find her on the interwebs, on Instagram, on Facebook. And get in touch if you want some help with your nutrition. And particularly if you are a woman over 40 going through perimenopause, you should link up with her. It's been great fun to be here. We will be back again next week, Wednesday at 6. I will see you then. In the meantime, stay safe, stay well, and remember that we can all change the world one conversation at a time. Until next time, bye-bye.